Ahoy footy fans, welcome back to another NRL preview video here for round one in what I think could just be a smoky for match of the round. The Tigers versus the Knights, very evenly matched on paper, but as we know, a game is not won or lost on paper. Disparity in the odds caused by the omissions of Api Coruscant and Jahream Bula, obviously very big outs, and that does give just the hint of advantage to the Newcastle Knights, understandably so, as the Tigers' spine has been broken apart here with a couple of fresh faces. Heath Mason, we know, is going to be more than capable to fill in at fullback. Little more unknown, Talon De Silva, who is replacing Api Coruscant for this game. But Jarome Luai and Lockie Galvin, honestly, I think this could be the halves combination of the future. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see Jarome leading the team around and Lockie Galvin being given free rein to basically play Jarome Luai's role. For the Tigers, Jarome has now become the Nathan Cleary, the cool, calm head steering the ship, and Lockie Galvin will have what Jarome Luai's role was at the Panthers. He's got that now for the Tigers. He can just go ahead and play. They've got a controlling half, and I'm excited for what this might bring for the Tigers. Will it be another false dawn for the Tigers, or will they finally turn things around? Oh, geez. Without Api Coruscant and Jahream Bula, I've got to say that I'm slightly leaning towards the Knights here in what should be a close one, but hey, it wasn't all that long ago that I thought another game was going to be close. Yeah, so take that for what it's worth when I say a game could be close. And I'm only saying it could be close. It also has the potential to completely blow out, especially if that left edge of the Knights fires. That is a very exciting looking attack down that left edge. I mean, just picture it. Jack Cogger receives the ball at halfback, and he's got outside him Bradman Best and Greg Marju, and then lurking in behind Kaylyn Ponga. That is an attacking threat and a half, and they'll be running down that edge. Poor Adam Doueihi. I mean, if they get Adam Doueihi isolated, it could open up quite bad. So I'm looking at the prospect here in terms of try-scoring potential. Any one of those three, I actually imagine that they might score multiple tries, so I'm looking somewhere in the region of a trio combination and 2+ tries. I reckon that provides pretty good value if you'd like to investigate that, or you can go all out and pick any one of those three. Any one of those three, I think they make it over. Bradman Best especially. I mean, Bradman's in my fantasy team. wastedsports.com.au/games if you'd like to jump on and join our fantasy league. But Bradman Best's always a good bet, always good value for the Tigers. Well, it's hard to go past Sonny Turuva. Sonny Turuva was a try-scoring machine for the Panthers. Will he have the same effect of the Tigers? Well, they've got to get the ball to him. And I should imagine, since old mate Jarome, his old sparring partner at the Panthers, he'll be looking to link up with Turuva every possible chance he gets, because he knows exactly where the threat is. He knows exactly what Turuva brings. So I should imagine that Turuva does come into try-scoring potential for the Tigers. And I've been talking about that halves combination, Galvin and Jarome Luai. Very exciting. We talk about Ben Hunt and Adam Reynolds being the eldest and most experienced halves combination. Well, here is the youngest and most exciting halves combination coming through. Lockie Galvin and Jarome Luai. I'm looking at them potentially linking up. This is the first time that they're actually playing together, so there's a lot of unknowns. Again, as I always say, round one, a lot of uncertainty. But look for perhaps Jarome Luai and Lockie Galvin, one of the two. If we can link them up in a combo as well, then it should be pretty smooth sailing, is what I'm thinking.
I also like to live dangerously.
If you're feeling adventurous, if you like to live dangerously, could we see our first golden point of the season? Either team to win by 1 point, extra time, yes, no. Those are a couple of markets that you could certainly investigate if this one does indeed go down to the wire, as could happen. I'm anticipating it could happen. On to the second game of the evening. The Rabbitohs now hosting the Dolphins. Of course, this was supposed to be a Dolphins home game, but everything that's happening up this way, obviously the game got moved and it's now being played in Sydney. So the Rabbitohs hosting the Dolphins, and just to make matters a little more complicated for the Dolphins, a lot of players have understandably, completely understandably, decided that they will stay home with their families and prepare for the oncoming cyclone. Totally understandable. I mean, family first, right? Yes, there is still a job to do. Work is going ahead for them, and it is their job. But I actually like what's happened. The game must go on if it can be moved, and it's been moved to Sydney. I completely understand that call from the NRL, even though they're getting a lot of flack for it. And I completely understand and respect the decision of the Dolphins club to give the players an option. You can come along, but we completely get it if you want to stay home as well with your family in this time of crisis. So I think overall it's been well played by everybody involved. Anyways, it's happened, and I do believe it does give advantage to the Rabbitohs now that they are the home team and there are those absences for the Dolphins. Should still be a cracking contest. The Dolphins squad still looks pretty solid. I mean, Sean O'Sullivan is coming in for Cody Nikorima. That is a more than capable replacement, right? So that's just one example. They do have players coming in and picking up the pieces for the players that have decided to stay behind. So they've still got a very competitive team on paper, the Dolphins. I am leaning towards the Bunnies for one simple reason. Wayne Bennett, Uncle Wayne. I have a saying, and I pull it out every so often. Never, under any circumstances, underestimate a Wayne Bennett coached team. He will have something up his sleeve. I don't know why I pointed to my head when I said sleeve. He'll have something up his sleeve prepared for the Dolphins, his former club. There's also, is it true that post-Wayne Bennett, teams do seem to struggle? Well, we're about to find out. Dolphins versus Rabbitohs. You couldn't have asked for a better dream round one matchup. The Rabbitohs, yes, injury concerns all over the park. But Wayne, he has the ability to get the best out of what he's got available to him. And I would never, ever, ever write off a team that he coaches. So leaning towards the Bunnies for this in a close one, but a high-scoring one. I'm leaning to overs. I reckon it's going to be a very high-scoring game. Overs is the way to go on this one. In terms of try-scoring potential, Campbell Graham back in full force for the Bunnies, being unlocked by Cody Walker. Cody Walker is going to absolutely love, I think, playing under the coaching of Wayne Bennett. It's going to open him up. It's going to free him up to get his best form back. I reckon Cody Walker is going to have an outstanding year, and look for a couple of try assists from him. And Campbell Graham will certainly benefit, I reckon, from one of those piercing runs through the line and roaming up in support. Campbell Graham, anytime try scorer. Palamatangi, he is also good value. The way that he just charges forward, a sort of, Adam Fanua-Blake style, just barging over under the posts. I could see that happening. For the Dolphins, well, it's hard to go past the hammer. Hamaso, Tabuai-Fidow, Herbie Farnworth. I mean, the try-scoring threats just pick themselves for the Dolphins. But can they unlock that attack? Maxi Plath as well, if you want to look in the forwards. Became a little bit of a cult hero, didn't he, Maxi Plath? Waste of Water Sports, we'll be bringing you all the action, live commentary here on the channel, both games. Looking forward to it. Can't wait to see the Tigers, even without Coruscant and Jareen Buller. I'm excited to see what Jerome Luai can do with that squad, especially in partnership with Lockie Galvin. Honestly, an exciting pairing. Can't wait to see it. And the Rabbitohs Dolphins should be a cracking game as well. Both games live here. Alternative commentary on the Waste of Water Sports. Hope to see you there. Feel free to come along and join us for those live streams. It should be a good lot of fun. Drop in the comments below your picks. Who are your try scorers? Who have you got winning? Let's compare notes. And I'll catch you guys next time. Stay safe wherever you might be, especially if you're up here in Southeast Queensland with me. And I'll catch you next time. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope it in some way helps with building some multis and getting some coins, some spare cash. It's what we all love, isn't it? All right. Thank you so much. Until next time. Cheers.